Who's there?
And it was a male voice, a very deep, strong voice. There's nobody there. So I started up the stairs again.
Who's there? Who's there?
Ginger pondered what she'd heard and sensed. That evening, Arnold's tirades not only continued, they grew worse.
Well, it's escaping. I want you to find that raccoon right now.
If you did anything to make him mad, you bared the brunt of his anger. It was like he was being possessed. He just seemed to be more evil.
Where is that raccoon?
When the children's pet escaped, Arnold flew into a rage.
I want to find the raccoon. Look.
Well, I'm sure it was a mistake.
The children were terrified. He was just out of it.
They are not going out.
Yes, they are. They're going out in the woods and find that raccoon right now. Nobody sleeps tonight.
Ginger felt the man she had fallen in love with had disappeared.
And he killed the raccoon as a punishment to my sister. That's how evil he was.
So we've been working a long time.
Ginger tried to keep things normal at home,
Such work. Yeah, it's been a labor of love.
seeking distraction from the troubled house and her husband's behavior. She invited friends to visit.
If you like. Cheese and crackers? Okay, I'll be right back. Excuse me. They've done a fantastic job.
The Hinshaw's guests ran out of the house, convinced they had seen a ghost.
I will never forget their faces, and I've never talked to them again. That's when I first knew it wasn't just me.
Although Ginger felt relieved she was not the only adult experiencing the strange phenomena, it was little consolation. Her husband's behavior had worsened. He seemed to be descending into madness.
It just seemed to possess him. The song started to change. The song started to be more evil.
He just went berserk. Totally lost it. Lost the business, lost himself, lost it all.
April and her sister blamed the house for their stepfather's decline. The children were becoming desperate.
What 9-year-old and 10-year-old child wants to kill themselves just to escape? I don't know of any.
As winter approached, living conditions at Summerwind became dire.
Our bedrooms weren't warm, so we'd have to haul all our mattresses down to the living room by the fireplace and our blankets and sleep everybody in the living room just to stay warm.
Arnold had stopped speaking to everyone in the family.
He's lost his business, we're losing money, and we're going down the drain.
Both the heat and electricity supplies were cut off when the bills went unpaid. A broken pump meant the family had to carry water from the lake.
You start to set your life to what's a priority. How valuable is the furniture versus warmth and survival?
Ginger had reached breaking point. Up to this point, pride had kept her from asking her father for help.
I'll be right back.
But pride had given way to fear. She walked to a neighbor's house to make the call.
Bring the camper, come and get me. I can't do this anymore.
I remember my grandfather coming to the house, and it was like a war was over. I don't have to deal with this anymore. Everybody just sighed.
Arnold left Summerwind the following day. For Ginger, this was goodbye. Whatever chances they might have had together had been destroyed. The family never heard from him again. By the spring of 1972, Ginger and her children were living in Ontario, Canada. There, she devoted herself to the study of the paranormal, hoping to explain her family's experiences at Summerwind.
I was into everything I could get my hands on to read. Everything. I was obsessed with what happened. And I know everybody said, oh, it's because you're having hard times and you're stressed and you're this and that. Yeah, well, I've had hard times all my life, but that didn't make it every house I lived in was haunted. But this one was.
Ginger had vowed never to return to Summerwind, but her father, Raymond, had taken an interest in the place.
Summerwind looked like it needed somebody. It's like seeing a wet puppy. You want to comfort it. And that house almost reached out to you and asked for comfort.
Raymond convinced the owner, Mrs. Murray, to show the vacant house to him and his son, Ray.
No, this is as far as
She'd repurchased the property from Ginger and often brought people by, but never went inside. Ginger's brother, Ray, had recently returned from Vietnam and was looking for a project to occupy his time. Like his father, he found himself drawn to the house.
Architecturally, it didn't fall into any known design that I had ever seen before. It was like a mixture of all different architectural styles. But just the condition that it appeared in and the way it sat in the clearing, it just seemed to say, help me. You looked at it and said, boy, I could do something with this. This could be really, really something nice.
Let's take a look inside.
A little fixer-upper, but I think we can...
Both father and son envisioned buying the old house and converting it into a hotel and restaurant.
Wow. Look at this place.
The place had been ravaged by vandals and bad weather.
We can do something with it. I think we found exactly what we're looking for.
But this did not dampen their enthusiasm.
This can be...
We were both pretty experienced in, the basic renovation stuff. My dad is a pretty good carpenter, and I do a lot of plastering and stuff like that.
Yeah. No, why would she? What did she say? What happened?
Well, something was going on with her, and I don't know that.
Right away, both men sensed something eerie about the house. Nevertheless, Raymond decided he would buy it.
Oh, yeah.
It didn't take long before he too began to feel that something was very wrong with Summerwind.
You can wear gloves, wipe the surfaces clean, destroy the evidence, and dispose of the remains.